The spectator selects any random card. That card then gets lost into the deck and given multiple cuts. Now, imagine being able to find that card using nothing more than a random number as named by the spectator. Well, imagine no more, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do just that. Stay tuned for the secret and, of course, the usual inspiring message. Let's go. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Coach Trick, where magic meets inspiration and success. Today, we're going to take a look at a card trick that's so mind-boggling, even once you know how it's done, it's still amazing. In this astonishing trick, a spectator's selected card gets lost in the deck, and here's the twist. It's found again by the spectator themselves, just by using a completely random number. No sleight of hand required, it's just pure magic fun. And of course, at Coach Trick, we believe that learning, practicing and performing magic is a great motivator for success in other areas of our lives. So be sure to stick around for magical insights that can help propel you to whole new heights. Okay, let's jump in and unlock the secrets to this astonishing card trick. Grab a deck and let's go. Okay, so to start off, we're going to show you the effect itself as ever. And in this brilliant trick, the spectator is going to choose a totally random card and then find that card themselves just with the help of a totally random number. And here's what happens. I'm going to ask the spectator just to select a card, and they really can select any card. It's a totally free choice. In this instance, they've selected the 5 of spades. Ask them to remember that card and return that card to the deck. 5 of spades goes in like so. And to make sure that's actually lost in the deck, I'm just going to give it a cut, just like that. Now, to make sure that the spectator and everyone else knows this truly is mixed up and that card is lost, we're also going to ask the spectator to give the deck a cut, and they really can cut it wherever they like. And just for good measure, to make it extra convincing, you'll also give it another cut, just like so. There can be no doubt that a selected card is now lost somewhere in that deck and nobody can know where. I'm going to explain to the spectator that you're going to find their card in the deck. Now that's interesting. Look what's happened here. We've got a single face-up card, the 10 of spades. I'm going to ask the spectator, is that your card? Obviously they're going to say no, but it would be good if it was. But actually, look, that's the only face-up card in the deck. The only one in there, so it must have some sort of importance. Actually, it's a clue. The clue is the 10. So we're going to ask the spectator to name any number that they like between 1 and 10. Literally any number. Let's say they name 7. We're now going to count 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the spectator had a free choice of that number. We're now going to give them another free choice. They can either select this card where we've stopped, or they can choose the next card. Again, totally free choice. They can choose whatever they like. Let's say they choose this card here, the next card. We're going to use the value of this card, in this instance a 6, now to locate their card. So from a totally random number to a totally free choice of card, we're going to use 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Imagine their surprise when you reveal that this, somehow, is their selected card, the 5 of spades. This will blow them away. This is an unbelievable miracle. A free choice of card, lost in the deck with multiple cuts, then a free choice of number, and then a free choice of card, all lead to the spectator's selected card. And now I'll show you exactly how it's done. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this amazing card location. This is one of those tricks that's so clever, even once you know how it's done, it's still mind-boggling. And the good thing is that it's self-working, it works via a mathematical principle. So following a simple piece of setup, it's guaranteed to work every single time. And here's how it does work. The simple setup is that at the bottom of the deck, you're going to take one of the 10s and just place that face up. And at the top of the deck, you're going to have a pre-arranged stack of cards. You're going to take one of the suits. I'm using the clubs, but you can use any suit that you like. And you're just going to arrange all of those cards in numerical order from the king all the way through to the ace. So from the king on top, in numerical order, all the way through to the ace on the bottom. One other small thing about this stack of cards is that in the bottom left hand corner of the ace, I have a very small pencil mark, very faint, nobody else will see it, but it's just enough for me to know that that's the ace when I'm looking at it from here. And I'll show you how that works in just a moment. But this small stack goes on top of the deck, and with the 10 face up on the bottom, you're now good to go. So start off just by asking the spectator to select any card, and they really can select any card. That's what makes this so powerful. There's no specific card they need to choose. It really is a free choice. In this instance, the 4 of spades. Now, whilst the spectator is looking at and remembering their card, perhaps showing it to some other spectators, you're just going to deal through a small stack of cards like so, up until the ace. And I know that that's the ace. This is where I'm using the small pencil mark, because I can see it just there. So what I'm holding here is now my small pre-prepared stack of cards. Now, you don't need to use a pencil mark. You can, if you like, just really quickly count off 13 cards if you feel like doing that. But the point is, it should look like you're really quickly just taking off a random small packet of cards so the spectator can return their cards to the deck. So once you've done that, ask the spectator to return their card, the 4 of spades, and then your pre-prepared stack goes on top of their selected card. Now, to make sure their card really is lost, you're going to give the deck a cut, and that's going to place the bottom card here, the face up 10, secretly on top of your pre-prepared stack. Now, the spectator will believe that their card is lost in the deck at this point. Now, as an extra convincer, and to be sure the spectator really does believe these cards are as mixed as possible, you can ask the spectator just to give the deck a cut, and he really can cut the deck wherever they like. And just for good measure, you yourself will give the deck one final cut, just like so. So their card is now surely and well and truly lost in that deck. And you're going to explain to them that you're going to find their card, and that's why you're just going to spread the deck just as you're explaining that. And it's during this spread that you'll find the face-up card, the 10. Now that would take you by some surprise, and you might ask the spectator whether that's their card. You obviously know that it isn't. All that's just a little bit of distraction really, because what you're going to do is just divide the deck at this point and take the 10 and all of the cards beneath it and place those on top of the deck like so. Now, let's just go back a couple of steps, because there's one thing here that might happen. So let's say we haven't cut the deck yet and we're back in this position. One of the things that might happen is that as a spectator cuts the deck, they might cut directly to the 10, just like so. And that can sometimes happen because of a natural bend in the cards. But if that does happen, don't panic, because I think this is somehow even more magical and impactful. Because we can explain to a spectator that's the only face-up card in the deck and you've somehow cut to it. Or maybe you cut to it as a magician in the second cut. Either way, don't panic. It still puts you in exactly the same position, and you'll proceed as you would before. And this is the position that you're now in. With a 10 on top, directly beneath the 10, you now have your pre-prepared stack, and beneath that, you have the spectator's card, the selected card, the 4 of spades. So no matter how you get to this position, whether you spread the cards and then cut to this position, or whether the spectator or you yourself cut to the 10 during the cutting of the deck, this is where you need to be, and we now proceed in exactly the same way. We explain that this must be a clue, because it's obviously not their card, and the clue is in the 10. And that's why we ask them now to select a number between 1 and 10. And this is now going to work. There's no way this can fail, because we know we have our prepared stack on top, and the maths is going to take care of itself. and they really can select any number. So let's say they select 6. You're going to count 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide the deck at that point, and now you're going to give them another choice. They can either choose the card you've stopped on, or they can choose the next card here. And it really is a free choice, it doesn't matter. So if they choose this one, it's the 8. If they choose this one, it's the 7. And because of our pre-arranged pack, no matter which one they choose, it's just going to work. It takes care of itself. So let's say they choose this card here. They want this card. You're going to use the value of this card, 8. Now if they selected this card, you use the 7 as the value. But they've selected this one here, so 8. So you're now going to count 8 cards to find their card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I say, it's always going to be their card. They won't believe it. It's guaranteed to entertain. It's simple to perform. So go out there and have fun. Hope you've enjoyed learning this amazing trick and that you'll practice it until you can perform it with flair. Remember, just as in this trick, the road to success often takes unexpected turns, guided by the randomness of life. Embrace this unpredictability, because it's often in those moments that the most extraordinary things can happen. So, whether you're here for the magic, the wisdom, or both, never stop believing in the magic of your own journey. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By doing so, you'll be part of our magical community and won't miss out on more amazing content and insights to help you on your path to success. Thanks for joining me today, and until next time, keep the magic alive and take care.